Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Classroom of the Elite Season 3 Episode number 1 reaction. Okay, season 2, I reacted to Season 2 and it was amazing. Obviously, Season 1 was good, but Season 2, in my opinion, with the different, Ayano Koji's like true nature kind of coming out, and we're getting to see how he is manipulating everyone and to make, like the whole situation to, make it go well, and all those stuff in season 2. I feel like it kind of excelled and was able to surpass whatever happened in season 1. Season 2 1 was very, like, I guess you could say we didn't really get to understand properly how much of a crazy person Ainokoji is. Season 2 made us understand that, and I feel like season 3 will probably take it further. So I'm looking forward to whatever is going to happen in this season. Also, since it's been a while, I might have forgotten a few things here and there. I did watch like a recap video, and I think I have everything in my head properly. I've caught up, like, like season 2. I kind of refreshed it in my head, but I might have forgotten a few things, maybe. So just something like that I'll have to keep in mind. And yeah, hopefully, if I make some mistakes, you guys can correct me down in the comments. But anyways, let us begin then. Let's see what happens in this season, and yeah, let us get started. So I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Strongest principle of growth lies in human choice. Principle of growth lies in human choice. Okay. Right. Ooh, great. This guy. Oh, this upper class. Wait. Okay. What? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, the C class now. Right. So they're going with the seniors here, I'm guessing. Or maybe no. Wait, okay, let's see. No, no, another class, not seniors. Which class are they going? Are they together with? This is mental growth. Hmm. Oh. Okay. Right. Last day of the pass or fail written exam speech long distance. Yeah, like here's the thing. We might be enemies with each other. So, right. Oh, expelled. Hmm. Like, okay. Hmm. Okay. Right. She is a bit harsh, you know. I was going to say that. She's a bit strict. But she did change a lot, especially after the whole race. Okay, interesting. Right. To keep an eye on her, I think. She might try to do something sneaky. That's why she's making her the sub leader to keep an eye on her. I think so. Alright, who is Anakoji paired up with? Hmm. Okay. Oh, this girl. Is wonderful. Right. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Oh, so we're still not divided into groups now. Oh. Okay. Oh, interesting. Right. Hmm. Oh yeah, Ruin. Forgot her name. Well, obviously, I'm sure Anako is going to take him in his group. Hmm. Ah, who is this? Oh, I was thinking he was talking with. What this guy's name? I think Nagomu or something. This guy looks so cocky. This dude, this Nagomu, whatever his name is. Which group can get a higher average? Hmm. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Hmm. Yeah, Nagomu. I was saying, like, he seems very cocky. I wonder if his actual capabilities is is like, can be compared to the amount of confidence he has. I guess it must be. He is the student council president, so. Hmm. Wait, how many people are? Nine! Damn, it is a bit cramped for nine people. Oh god, this guy's still doing. Yeah, you're forgetting something. You're forgetting something very important. This guy's acting so smart even after all that happened. Wait, is this Koenji? Yeah, oh my god. Yeah? Yeah, how does that work? If everyone chooses the. Oh, this guy's from Class A, I remember him. Hmm. Right. Okay, so Ryuan is not with us. I was thinking with. I don't know. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Scheme. Okay. I see. Hmm. Hmm. So K should be pretty capable here. Oh boy, here we go. I was just saying that. It's probably that. Shut up. Really? Yeah. Oh my god, I don't think it's gonna work against this girl. Like, here's the thing, Kushida's the type of person, I don't see her changing anytime soon. Bruh. Mm. Ah, guys, this girl is just, like I said, she cannot be like, I don't see anything changing her. That's the thing. Unless and until it's something just something I've not thought about, but her attitude screams that she cannot be like, wait, what is this Koenji? I'm sure it's Koenji, isn't it? Oh no, maybe not. I I knew it, bro. It's him, isn't it? Oh no. What was that background music? Meeting place, bruh. Ah, damn. Hmm. Mr. Glasses. Yukimura? Yeah. Yeah, how and how much energy you have? You just woke up. You woke up and you're like, I want to fight. Hmm. Okay. Right. Heh. Hmm. Ooh. Oh no. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Ichino says falling behind. Oh no, these two. Or maybe she's deliberately falling behind so that she can help these girls out. Like Ichino says another wild card. We still don't know what the hell is up with her. She seems like a very nice guy, nice girl, but I wonder if there's a mask. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Oh, Saka. Oh no. Ooh. Okay, one thing I've forgotten. Is she blind or is she like her eyesight is poor? I've forgotten if they mentioned it in season 2. Ooh. Damn. B, okay. Ichino's class. Oh. Oh. I was just talking about this a few moments ago. Like Ichinose seems is a very like she's like a we don't know what she is because this anime it doesn't seem like a person like Ichinose fits in this anime. She just dropped it like that. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Right. Okay. What the? Hmm. Interesting. Okay, loopholes and special. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Is it that difficult to do something about this? He has been saying that this one's a tough one. Oh wait, Manabas? Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, true. But didn't he said that he'll put Horikita in like the student council? Wait. Oh, there you go. Oh, what's been appointed? Oh, so he's an insider. He's like a spy. Yeah. Or maybe he's double crossing you. I don't know. I don't trust anyone in this show. Yeah, so am I. About you. Right. Okay, um he seems serious quite. Damn. Yeah, what about that? Oh. Hmm. Yeah. I also get that feeling. Okay, this is the opening, I'm guessing. Okay. Okay. He's on the like. Oh. Okay. Okay. This is picking up. Okay, that's cool. 9990. Damn. All right. Yeah, this song is really good. At first, I was like, okay, but then it picked up, and this is really good. Right. Okay, that is it. All right, that was the first episode. Now, I think this episode was kind of like making the whole, you know, like setting up the whole stage. That's why nothing major happened here. We just got introduced to, like, not introduced, I would say, but we got to see like which characters will be involved in this whole this whole like thing, and who will be the important ones. Wait, what was her name? Sakayanagi, or I think that was her name, wasn't it? She seems like a person who will be heavily involved in this. And obviously, who else? Obviously, Horikita will obviously be involved in this as well. Ayano Koji is there. Kei will be helping out Ayano Koji. And who else? Oh, Ichinose. Ichinose seems she'll be involved in this whole situation as well, because Sakanagi just said that, oh, I need to deal with class B. Kushida, obviously, Kushida is like involved in this one as well. And who else? Will Ryuen be involved? I'm not really sure. They did show him at the beginning, but we don't even know which group he is in. So, and you can see that like everyone hates him now. Because obviously, like, after all that, stuff, after he like, yeah, gave up on the whole thing. What else? Manabu and Nagomu, that whole situation as well. Nagomu, that was his name. There's so many characters here. Sometimes I think I mix up the names. Those two, obviously, like, it seems they'll be having this battle and all that fight. Manabu seems too confident, which makes me think that he's going to lose somehow. Even Ayano Koji thinks that is the case, but let's see. And what else? Okay, yeah, that was like the main gist of the whole thing. Now, a few things I need to like think about. First of all, one thing I needed to talk about here after watching this is Ichinose. Now, like I was saying, Ichinose seems like a wild card. She is a type of character that we still haven't gotten to see what she is like trying to do. Is she really showing her true face, or is that also another mask, just like Kushida? Because, like I said, this show, anyone who is like in the center of the spotlight, characters like Ayano Koji, Ichinose, Horikita, like, each of them has something interesting about them, obviously. Yeah, and we've seen that most of the characters who we don't really know that much about, by the end of it, we get to see that there's something like interesting about them. And the fact that Ichinose is like this whole nice girl, like, like, oh, hello, I want to be friends with everyone kind of like, attitude. But at the same time, in season 2, we also saw that she has extreme, like, like, intelligence and wit, because she was able to figure out the whole Ayano Koji, that whole phone swapping trick or whatever the hell he did. I remember in season 2. That makes us like, makes me think that, yeah, there definitely is. She is very attentive and very intelligent. But at the same time, being intelligent and attentive doesn't mean that you have to be a bad person. But this show we are talking about, so that is why I'm thinking, is that really all there is to her? Maybe there's another side. Yanagi in this episode as well kind of implied that, oh, maybe she has like a completely different side which we don't know anything about. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, she's in class B. She has been able to keep the class in such a good, like, way, like, have been able to keep everything going smoothly and very nicely. And the fact that she can do this and keep the stability of her class, while all the other classes are, their leaders are kind of trying their own way, like trying to use tricks and like, like deception to do something, while she's just being this happy, like, nice girl, and she's being able to keep her class stable, is something very surprising. Because you think about it, Ryuen's class, we all knew what Ryuen is like, what Ryuen was doing. She was like the dictator of the class. That's how he was keeping his class in control. What else? Obviously, we have our class where we have our own Ayano Koji, who is obviously the biggest mastermind. So there you go. Class B. Who was in class B? Wait a minute, I'm forgetting. Oh, Class B is Ichonose. Sorry, I forgot about that for a moment. Class A, Sakayanagi. She also seems like someone who is very quiet most of the time, but she's very intelligent, very witty, and she seems like someone who's going to, like, who always, like, has something going on, and she's always scheming, that kind of thing. She's very intelligent, keeps an eye on everything, and kind of like Ayano Koji a lot. So that's the whole situation. And then we have Ichinose's class, where she's just this happy girl who is just like, oh, I want to be friends with everyone, this type of attitude. And she's being able to keep her class all stable without any problem. How is that possible? There must be something, like, and we've clearly seen that she has, like, good amount of intelligence. So, the question is that is she a person, like a really genuine person but very intelligent, or does she have like a hidden side, just like how Kushida has one? That's the question. So, you know what my guess is? My guess is she will be like a, what can I say? Like I'm pretty sure, like, I think, like, a lot of people are probably thinking like, oh yeah, definitely, especially after today's episode where Sakayanagi said that maybe she has a hidden side. I'm sure everyone, like, a lot of people might be thinking that, yeah, maybe she does have a hidden side, maybe she's just like Kushida. But you know what I think? I think they're not going to do that. I think Ichirose will be a character who, yeah, obviously she's very intelligent and she holds a lot of, like, intelligence and wit. However, she is not a bad person and she genuinely wants the best for everyone. I think she'll be that type of character, because if otherwise, her character will overlap Kushida's character. If she's actually like a bad person in the, like, in the inside, like a very, like, like a scheming, or like a that type of person who has like two sides of her, like, personality, that will overlap with Kushida's character. I don't think that the anime is going to do that, you know, or maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really sure. So that is why I think, like, she's just like we think she is. She's intelligent, and however, she's a good person. She doesn't have like a hidden side. That's what I think, at least. I'm not really sure if that's what's going to happen, because otherwise her character is so similar to Kushida. If she has a hidden side, it'll be exactly like Kushida, wouldn't it? Because Kushida's also like that. She's always scheming and, like, like, conniving and just, like, acting like the good girl. Oh, I'm the nice girl. I want to be friends with everyone kind of attitude. Like, Ichinose also has that attitude. So I don't think they're going to do that. It'll overlap Kushida's character. And I doubt this show is going to do something like that, where there's two characters of the same type of personality. Or maybe not. Maybe there's something else going on. Let's wait and see. Right. Now, that's what I wanted to talk about, the whole Ichinose situation. What else? Oh, Sakayanagi. Now, here's one thing. I don't remember. Like I said, season 2 has come out quite a long while ago. Like, season 3 got delayed, and again one more time, so it's like way past. I'm not even sure when it came out. I think it's like more than a year season 2 came out, so I don't really remember the exact details. But I'm guessing Sakayanagi is blind, or she sees, like, her eyesight is like kind of a little bit weak. That's what I'm guessing. And I think that's the situation. I think so. If not, if she's like tricking everyone into thinking she's blind or something, then that'll be like a whole new thing. Because, like I said, this show, it loves to, like, like, make us think of one thing and then completely twist it into completely something different and give us like a plot twist. So, I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of this, I don't know, like, this whole thing, they reveal that, oh, she has been tricking us all along and she can actually see, something like that. But I don't know, I feel like the no, I feel like the possibility of that happening is very low. I don't think she is tricking us. I think she's genuinely, like, she cannot see properly. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But, that's the that's the thing. What else? Anything else worth mentioning in today's episode? Let me see. And oh yeah, obviously in the end, the whole bet between Manabu and Nagomu. And yeah, so Manabu is saying that if Nagomu, whatever he's trying to plan, if he succeeds in that, the next year a lot of people will be going out. They'll be expelled and everything. So, and he already has like his whole class under his control and everything. You know, so that's the thing. Here, he asked. Now, here's the thing. He asked Ayano to help him out because he owes him a favor, and he says that, oh, like you're supposed to bring Horikita in in the student council, and also you'll help me out with the whole Nagomu situation. And he says that I have my trusty, like friend here, and he's the vice president, so he will give us, the inside information. Now, here's the thing. Like, I don't trust anyone in this show. Manabu says that he trusts him. Maybe he had a change of heart. Maybe he's actually double crossing us, or maybe he himself doesn't know that maybe he's actually not double crossing us, but maybe Nagomu knows that he's actually a spy, and Nagomu deliberately gives him like wrong information to kind of like mess with us or something like that. And like anything like that could happen. So yeah, like whatever he's going to say, or all the inside information that he's going to give us, we need to be cautious about it, because it can go either way. Either he, if he's like genuinely doing it for us, and like if Nagomu is none the wiser, then yeah, it's all well and good. But if he's deflected, or if he himself doesn't know and Nagomu knows and Nagomu is feeding him wrong information, then yeah, that'll be a problem. So we have to be careful about that as well. We just cannot take his word. We have to be careful about whatever he brings on, or whatever information he brings to us as well. That kind of thing. But I'm sure Ayano Koji knows that. He's too smart. I'm sure he's obviously he's suspicious of everyone. He keeps everyone at like in his eyesight. So I doubt he's going to make a mistake like that. I'm sure he'll be like more like cautious enough to take care of the situation and not just believe everyone at their word. That's not who Ayano Koji is. So there you go. And yeah, that was like this whole episode. This episode is like making like the stage, making the stage up for whatever's going to come. So let's see what happens. All right, and that was my whole impression of this episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Okay, so in the beginning section, we get to see all of them are inside like a bus, and they're going in like deep in the mountains. And yeah, so they're like this is like a new little test kind of thing. And we got to get to know that they're class C now. Obviously, like class C has become class D, and class D has become class C. Right. So they come to this place, and yeah, they will be living and grouping up with students from another class. So now I need to understand something here. Let me read this section where Chawashira Sensei explains the whole thing. This special exam is designed to measure your mental growth, mainly through training camp. Okay. You will form groups with students you would not normally interact with and live together with. Okay. Right. As the name implies, it's a special exam in which several small groups. Wait, what? Just a minute, let me go back. I missed that. By mixing several classes by grade and by gender. Okay. And each group is graded based on a group basis. Wait, so okay, wait a minute. Okay, mixed training camp, as the name implies, is a special exam in which several small groups are formed. Okay. By mixing several classes by grade and by gender. Okay. And each group is graded based on a group basis, right? And the 4 tests are given on the last day of the training camp. So the first few days they just train, and then there's 4. Okay. To determine whether the students pass or fail the exam. Meditation, written exam, speech, and long distance relay. Right. So these will be the exams. The top performing group will receive class points and private points. Makes sense. Otherwise, like the class will get points and okay. But that is not the point. Um, yeah. The one thing that must be avoided is falling below the borderline. If so, the person in charge of the group who did not reach the border, wait, the person in charge of the group did not reach the border, and one designated person would be, wait, what? And one designated person, what does that mean? Oh, and one designated person would be expelled by the school from the school. Wait. So what a weird. Okay, wait a minute. First of all, there's a few things we need to understand. It's not that the group who's last, it's the group that doesn't reach the border. So that means there's like a threshold. If you're able to go above it and you're the last group, it doesn't matter. You're fine, I think. If you go below the threshold, then you're screwed. Wait, so if multiple groups go below the threshold, what's going to happen then? Wait a minute. It's falling below the borderline. Okay. If so, the person in charge of the group. Okay, so there might be multiple expulsions. If more than one group falls below the borderline, wouldn't all of them be screwed then? If so, the person in charge of the group who did not reach the border, and one designated person, they didn't like as far as I could hear, Horikita says the person who has been designated by the group leader would be expelled from the school. And that's what I heard and I understood. So what's happening is like the one person who's in the charge of the group and the one person that this person says like, oh, this person, those two will be expelled. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you mean this is an enforced joint responsibility exam? Wait a minute. So wait. This is like a weird thing. Let me read that again. Am I missing something? Yeah, Horikita says Hitori, like second like that means one person designated by him. Wait, so the whole group isn't really screwed. The leader and the one person that the leader designates, those two. Right. And like I said, it's not necessarily that only one group will go below the borderline. If five groups go below the borderline, then all those five groups leader and one person designated by the leader will be out. So 10 people will be out. It depends on how, and if all the groups, like this is what I am understanding. Maybe I'm making a mistake or maybe I'm not understanding properly, but this is what I understand. So basically this whole like exam is going to happen. There's like a borderline threshold or whatever. And like any group that falls below that, their leader and one person designated by the leader will be out. They'll be expelled. So like I said, it's not necessarily one group. If five groups follow below the border, all the five groups leader and one person designated by them will be out. Or if none of the groups follow below the borderline, then I'm guessing nobody will be expelled. Like this is what I am understanding. I'm not sure if that's what is happening here. Okay, next episode will probably give us a better detailed explanation. They just kind of explain it a little bit here. Okay. Right. Okay, so yeah, like all we have to do is not follow below the borderline, and that's it, And yeah, and the problem here is that like that all these like people, all these groups, each group, they have like mixed people. They have people from higher class, they have people from another class. It all like like they have class, like it's everything. Like all the people, all the like students in this school, everyone is there from like, so it's like a mixed group. So that's the thing. So it's possible that even if a few groups are saved, maybe like the few groups that follow like below the threshold, and if one of our group members, like one of class C, people or students are there, they might get expelled, you know, even though they weren't really at fault, that kind of thing. Hmm. Okay. So yeah, she like that guy, I forgot his name. He's like Hirata or whatever his name was, you know, the leader type guy. He's like, oh, and if anyone has any problem, ask us, like, you know, consult with us. And that girl, the blue haired girl, I forgot her name as well. Uh, Hase, Has, Asabe or something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, the one with the beauty mark here, you know. She says like, but you know, except for dinner, the boys and the girls are separated, right? So, and the phones will be collected. So what do we do? And he says that's why I think we should have a consultant on the girls' side, and that would be Horikita, obviously. And Horikita's like, okay, you do know I have an, you know, I have an interesting personality. You know, I'm a bit harsh, and she's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. However, I need a like a group sub leader, subgroup leader. I want Kushida to do that. And Kushida's like, me, you know, typical Kushida. Okay, I'll do it, you know, like that type of like a whole thing. If you're okay with me, then I'll do it. Right. Now I thought here that Horikita did this to keep an eye on her. She genuinely brought her to her group to kind of negotiate with her. Like, I have given up all hope on Kushida, really. Like, you know, I don't see anyone or anything changing her. I really don't. Like, she's one of those type of characters who is like that, and unless and until they themselves decide to change, nobody can change her. I feel like, you know, like that's the thing. So I really have no faith in her. I don't think she can be like, you know, like her personality is like that completely. You cannot change her by just talking or like trying to negotiate with her. She's yeah. Like, first of all, one of the biggest reasons why you cannot talk with her and make her change through words is because of her pride. She's extremely prideful. Unless and until that pride drops down, she will never ever even like listen to anyone. If anyone tries to like talk some sense into her, she will just not listen. That's the whole thing. She's so prideful. And like, if that pride is able to be brought down, then I guess she will at least listen. But it's not happening unless and until she gets like knocked down, like, you know, like in a big manner, and actually like, unless and until that happens, unless and until his pride goes down, like she's kind of like Ryuan if you think about it. Ryuan as well, like, you know, his pride was like up here, and whatever you could say, you cannot change him. And then Anukotichi came here and gave him, like, you know, like a good beating, and now his pride is like here, and now he listens to people, actually listens to people and treats them as human beings. So there you go. That's exactly what needs to happen to Kushida. Well, obviously I doubt that's going to happen, but let's see. Okay, now after that, we are here in this place, and we like disembark from the bus, and okay, so Ayano is like sending some messages to Kay to, like, you know, let her, you know, like keep him informed and everything. And here you can see that Ayano is like, I cannot like keep an eye on everyone. That's the problem with this. There's only one person I need to protect, and he doesn't say anything about that. But then we move on to the next part, where we get to see that like the teacher is like, oh, you guys are going to be grouping up and everything. We teachers won't, you know, like interfere in that. And we see that Ryuan is just there on his own. Nobody's going to him. I actually thought that Ayano he'll be in Ayano group or something. That didn't really happen. But anyways, now here after that we get to see Manabu and that whole situation with Nagomu. Nagomu's like, oh, like, you know, you wanna you wanna have a competition. And Manabu actually took the whole thing, and she's like, all right, sure, you know, but here's one thing: do not involve other students in this. And he's like, yeah, it's just like a little like a little thing, you know. I just want to see, you know, there's no like demerit if you lose or something. It's just a little, like, you know, friendly little game kind of thing. So yeah, he took the bet. And now obviously, like, you know, like if you think about it, like if there's nothing to gain or to lose, why did he do this? I'm guessing he did this probably so that, you know, he can, like, if he wins against Manabu, a lot of people will know that, and his influence will go even bigger. So that is the positive point about this, It seems as if he's like, oh, like I know, like there's no like penalty in losing, but even though there's no penalty in losing, there's a big reward in winning, because if you're able to win against Manabu, you know, yeah, like everyone will be like, damn, this guy is actually good, and his influence will grow even more, and that's what he wants. That's I think that's his plan here, obviously. Okay. Anyways, so now we are here in this class, and we can see like our group here. We have this guy here, Hashimoto or something like that. His name, the girl with Sakana in Sakanage's class. The guy. Ayanokoji is there. Obviously, we have I forgot his name. Nishimura Kishi something. No, the glasses guy. Then we have this one guy from class A as well. We have that guy from class D who got beaten up by Ayanokoji. We have Albert, I think that's his name. I forgot his name. And then we have this glasses guy and this other guy. I don't know these two characters. But like this is the group. Wait, how many people are here? 9 people or something? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. Oh no, Koenji is also there. 9 people. Yeah. So that is our group. So you can see this guy again tries to act smart. The guy who was in class C, the one with Ryuen, and he's like, like trying to act like like tough. And then he sees Ayanokoji, and he's like, he keeps quiet. Oh my god. Right, and you can see Hashimoto is also having like a little bit of a friction between the other guy from class A, and he's like, oh, I don't trust you, Hashimoto, this and that, Okay. While Koenji is just doing Koenji things, like not listening to anyone. After that, we get to see like a little like like the whole dinner section. Ayanokoji comes to Ichinose and talks to her, and you can see Ichinose is very tired and everything, and Ayanokoji is like, oh, are you fine, are you okay, trying to talk to her and everything. Okay, Ichinose says something. She says like, this time that we are here together is clearly a field that is set up for info sharing and giving instructions, which is actually true if you think about it. Yeah, that's literally what this dinner is. That's why they made this co-ed. Why else would they do that? They do need to exchange information with each other in their group, and since the girls and the boys had been separated, this is the only time. And Ayanokoji is like, yeah, you know what, I see. Okay, again, the fact that Ichinose was able to figure that out also shows that she's intelligent, quite. Anyways, so she goes to help a few other girls over there, and we can see Horikita is talking to Kushida. And here, this is what I'm saying, like Kushida's like, oh, why have you brought me? You to keep an eye on me? And she's like, no, I'm here to like actually negotiate with you. And Kushida's like, yeah, I don't have any plans on negotiation, yeah, I don't plan on cooperating with you. And this is what I'm saying again, Kushida is a person who cannot be reasoned with. There's a lot of people in anime we see, and a lot of the enemies and everything most of the time can be reasoned with by the end of it. I don't see I don't see a drop of that in Kushida. Nothing. I don't see anything of that sort in Kushida. Again, it's probably because of her pride that you cannot even talk to her. She has this high pride, and she has this whole thing where she's not going to listen to anyone, and she's just going to do whatever she wants to. So I feel like unless and until like her pride is brought down or something, and still she'll be a difficult person to talk with and reason with. Like Kushida's personality, the vibe she gives out, like she gives out a vibe of a type of person who's never going to listen to you, and I genuinely think she will not listen to you at all. You cannot really reason with her unless and until it's like profitable for her. She's not going to do anything, and she hates Horikita. She's not going to like listen to her, and Horikita tries her best, but she's like, oh, I don't care, like, and then she's like, okay, here we go. She makes like a weird like a analogy. She says like, I'm in a tight spot. If someone put a knife in my neck and told me to cooperate with them without hurting me, will I honestly obey them? It doesn't seem like your attitude doesn't seem like someone's putting the knife in your throat. Like, what are you on about? And here's another thing. This brings in another like big thing. That is trust. She doesn't have enough trust in anyone, and even when Horikita's like, oh, I'm not going to like tattle, I'm not going to say anyone about anything about your past, she cannot believe her. And that is the thing, like she is like, obviously, like we know her backstory a little bit, at least, the fact that she was like, oh, this, like, she can do everything, and then she went out of her like, little world and realized that she's actually not that of a big deal. And then she tried like doing whatever people told her to do, but then she got frustrated, so all that stress, she started like, like kind of like bad mouthing people in social media, and that came out, and she like destroyed the whole class by just like sharing everyone's secret with each other. That whole thing, you know she like she doesn't she doesn't have the basic amount of trust to at least like trust Horikita and be like, all right, you know what, you're giving me your word that you're not going to tell anyone, fine. So it's a dilemma. She doesn't want Horikita to tell anyone about this, but at the same time, when Horikita is saying that I will not tell anyone, she doesn't trust her. What even is Horikita supposed to do here? You remember she herself told Horikita that, oh, you tell like, like anyone about this and everything. And now when Horikita's telling her that, oh, I'm not going to tell anyone, she doesn't have the basic trust to trust in her and take her word for it. So that's why I'm saying she is like in a situation where like both ways she cannot go. So what is even she's supposed to do? Like that's why she's in a very weird spot. And that's why she's just like not even listening to Horikita. So Horikita's like, you're a smart student, that's why you can help our class if you cooperate. You'll be more appreciated by those. And Kushida's like, oh, can't you understand? The way you pretend to know everything irritates me. And then she's like, oh, I'll be quiet for a while, like. But unless one of us, me or you, is gone from this school, this conversation will remain far apart. Yeah. That's what it seems like. But let's wait and see, like Kushida's a weird one. She's just like she's a person full of contradictions, like, and that's what she is. Her whole like life is based on contradictions. She wants other people to like pay attention to her, but others, and that is why she likes try to do other people's work for them. And she puts on a smile, but at the same time she grumbles at, like, like in behind everyone's back, talking about how like everyone is like leaving everything up to her, while she's the one who did that to gain favor from everyone. That's why I'm saying she's a person full of contradictions. And now this whole thing where she's like, oh, like, you shouldn't tell anyone. And when Horikita's like, yeah, I'll not tell anyone, she's like, I don't trust you. Like, right. And she's like, oh, unless one of us goes out of this, like, like thing, we cannot coexist. We're like oil and like water. We cannot mix. We cannot coexist. One of us needs to be out. And that's the thing about her. She's a person full of contradictions, and that contradiction in itself is just, like such a pain in the back. Okay, now anyways, after that, we get to see at night, like Koenji's like out doing his like personal training or whatever, and this guy from class D, or former class D, he's like, what the hell are you doing, Koenji? And he tries to go and fight him, but then, like this guy, he comes, what's his name? Oh my god, I just told his name, I forgot his name, the glasses kid with us. Yukimura, yeah, that's his name. So Yukimura stops him, and then Hashimoto's like, kind of like explains to them, and he's like, oh, you know what, calm down, like we should do this like this properly. She negotiates with him and like, kind of like makes him understand not to go crazy. And Anakoji looks at that and realizes that, yeah, he literally just calmed them down so easily, even though he's from a different class and he knows nothing about these people. He didn't even know Yukimura's name. So, and yeah, he's capable. Just like, he's Sakanagi's group, obviously he's capable. Now we see that everyone's like doing the training, the personal training, the meditation and everything after that. And you can see Ichinose is like running with those girls, and this is this one girl, Mi-chan or whatever. She's like falling behind, and Ichinose and that other girl, they both talk to her and motivate her, and she's like, yeah, I'll do my best, you know, that kind of thing. Again, showcasing Ichinose's nice nature, um, which is brought to question later on as in during the whole Sakanagi situation. I'll talk about that. Um, After that, yeah, you see that Sakanagi is like walking, and she bumps to this guy, uh, the guy from Ayanokoji's class, I think, or wait, yeah, she falls down, and she's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And Sakanagi's like, "Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it." And she leaves. Um, and yeah, Ayanokoji's like, "Are you okay? I'll tell Yamauchi." And Sakanagi's like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Um, he's not at fault, and it's fine." And when Ayanokoji leaves, Sakanagi's like, "Oh, while I've declared to destroy you, I'll keep it in pause for now. For now, I'm going to take care of Class B." And she says that Class B is a class that has a strong solidarity. You can say that because Honami Ichinose has done her best. And he says that she is probably the treasurer. She holds a large number of private points, probably because yeah, okay. And but is it really okay to leave the points to her? And Anako's like, "Oh, I doubt she'll spend the points." And Sakanagi's like, "Oh, but every person has two sides. Yeah, but every human has two different sides." And yeah, there you go. Like I said, I think that they're not going to do that. Like, my guess is Ichinose will probably be just like we envision her to be. Actually very intelligent and very smart, very efficient, but doesn't really have a second side or a nasty side or something like that. Like, because if that's the case, if she's like that, her whole personality, her whole character will overlap with Kushida. And I don't see the anime doing that, you know. But let's see, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's something else going on. Right. Anyways, later on, Anakoji contacts Kei and talks to her and says that I need your help. You need to keep an eye on these people. And Kei's like, all right, I'll give it a try. No problem. And yeah, later on, we see that someone has put like I don't know what that was, like a little note in Anakoji's like dress on top of it, in the bath. And Anakoji's there just sleeping, and we get to know later on that it was actually Manabu who put that note there. So Anakoji is talking to Manabu, and Manabu tells her that I want your help against Nagomu. There was a debt you owed me. And yeah, I want you to go up against Nagomu. You can bring Suzune into the student council, and you can continue the direct things from behind the scene as before. So he's like, yeah, do that. And he says I'll give you more information about him. Here we go. This guy, he's the vice president, and he can help you out with that. He's one of our people. And like I said, I don't trust him, at least not now. And in this show, you shouldn't trust anyone. He might be backstabbing us, or he might be doing something else. Who knows? So we'll need to see him a little bit more to properly judge if he really is one of our people. And I'm sure Anakoji also knows that. Yeah. So he says that Nagomu is trying to overturn the basis of the school with his dominance. If this goes, perhaps next year's expulsion will be a lot more. Yeah, and then Ayanokoji is like, "Oh, will you be able to win against him? What about that bet?" And he's like, "Oh, I'll win." And Ayanokoji is like, "Oh, he might lose." And let's see. I also think like the fact that he was so confident makes me think that he's going to lose. But let's see. Maybe maybe that will not happen. Maybe I'll be proved wrong. But I have like 70% chance Manabu will lose in that some way or the other. Let's see. That is it. That was my reaction to the first episode of Classroom of the Elite Season 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that's it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Classroom of the Elite. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.